Good evening. Sorry about that. You ever get that little pet? Well, probably don't. Pesky hangnail right as you go live. Oh yeah, it was bugging the heck out of me. Anyway, that was the delay. Hey, welcome. Welcome into Flying with Mike. We got a couple of special flights today and tomorrow. Today we're on X-Plane 12's ATC. We're doing a short hop over to Saba, and if time allows, we'll pop over maybe to St. Bart's. So we're going to try them out. We've done this before. For those unfamiliar, hang on. Ribbit. That frog just doesn't want to leap out. So, but anyway, many of you are familiar with Saba Island's runway. It is reportedly the shortest runway for commercial aircraft. And by that I mean, I'll give you the exact. Runway 1230 is 1,300 feet long. Granted, for landing, you've got to get past the displacement. So, yeah, it makes it even shorter. So, we like flying down here. We also like St. Bart's. St. Bart's is kind of a challenge, especially if you come down over the mountain, over the hill, whatever you want to call it. X-Plane has updated these airfields oh so well. They look familiar. And we're also at one. They updated from their original default scheme. And it too is amazing. So, and they've got something planned for us, I believe, with the next update version 2.1 when that comes out before the big one 3.0. Or maybe it's in 3.0. Anyway, there's another updated airport coming, like Salzburg, like St. Martin and the Saba, St. Bart's area. All right. So anyway, we're sitting on the line. We're going to get this thing moving pretty quick here. We're at St. Martin's, as you can tell, stand Charlie 12. It's the local aircraft ramp. And we're going to go ahead and get this plane ready to go. Hope you learn a couple things along the way. Right now, the weather is not supposed to be a factor, but we'll find out when we get there, because there are no navigation aids to help us. It's strictly VFR in there. All right, so let's get some toolkit up here. Real quick, take a look. Now, one thing I'm noticing is this, whatever it is, between us and them. So, and I think that's what we're seeing out over the prop out there. So we'll have to contend with it, but it looks like we should have no trouble at Saba. I know looks can always be deceiving. However, for this flight, we have 10 lovely peeps behind us traveling over to the island. We're going to leave on runway 10, arrive 12, and cruise altitude 3,500 feet. So you got it. We're going VFR. Well, we'll see. I think we'll go IFR and see how it works with the ATC. I really don't want to. I mean, flight following is just, yeah, you know what I mean. All right, so with 10 people, we have 2,000 pounds of payload. We'll see how that translates out. And we only need 660 pounds of fuel. I'm going to stick to that just in case we don't, head over to St. Bart's. Because I think we might tanker fuel if we did. I don't know. I could be wrong. So that's what we have game planned. Let's see the weather. Princess Juliana, we are not on VATSIM, so while this ATIS is good, we're not going to be using, we'll use what X-Plane gives us. Wind 07008, and currently 29 degrees, 85 degrees here in St. Martin. Man, hang on. All right, down. We won't have a METAR there because it is nighttime there on the island. You got it. Daytime ops only. All right. Hence, we have, yes, altered time. You are now in a new dimension. Do 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 do. Oh, sorry. All right. So now let's talk airplane. All right, so there's a little, hang on, we'll do that again. There's a little arrow over here. Just click it, opens up the menu. Here's where you can put the cargo pod on. And you can just read it for yourselves. A lot of stuff can be done here. Plus you can open, close doors, set brakes, set chocks, and so forth. Some say the easy way to close doors. And, you know, and it probably is true. We'll try. If not, we'll just revert. You can change your livery, but we're going to weight and balance. Now, I have a saved configuration, so we're going to go to it. And I'm going to go ahead and pull off. Let me see how we're doing. 2 people. Bear with me a second. I basically keep this ready so if I fly it with FedEx Express Virtual, I've got a decent load started. And let's take a body out of here. Oh no, not that one. My bad. I thought I was... was this? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one I wanted. All right, we'll knock it down. And I'm going to keep the fuel load I think we have. I'll take a look at it one more time. Okay, so there we have it. We have 424 pounds. We have 800 pounds of fuel. Call it 848 pounds to be exact. The flight plan is calling for 660. Sounds like a good number to me. Today's flight is estimated 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Alternate. Why did they give us... I told it St. Martin and it gave us St. Croix. Ugh. Computers these days. Ugh. All right. Well, anyway, we're not going to deal with it. So, and you can see the other fun things we can do. You can refill your oxygen and so forth. But the big thing is you get the weight and balance graph, albeit very basic. I'm pretty sure the one in the true manual for this plane, a little more complicated, being it is a commercial aircraft. All right. Now, big thing here. Don't click save. Let me explain why. Now, I told you, I have the plane, when I click load, ready to go for FedEx Express. So if I click save, now I'll only have, wait a minute, how come I have 1 pound? Huh, how'd I do that? I just happened to look up and go, how'd I get 2001 pounds? Oh, well, sorry, distraction, ADD, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so that's what would happen. And so then I would get in and I'd be at a payload of 2,000 pounds instead of 2,400 pounds. Now, one other thing to note with this plane. You notice there's only 8 seats. Okay, in this configuration, that is true. Hang on. Bear with me. Let's hop into plane real quick. Okay, in this configuration, I'm making sure I don't have any messed up seats. Single seats down each aisle. Okay, so that's totally 8 seats. 2 if you include the pilot co-pilot. Now, I don't know if I'd want to... We talk laughingly, comically about the cattle section on like a Southwest flight, which is the whole plane. the coach section, the cattle section, you know, because you're crammed in there so tight, sardine can type. You have not, well, basically, you have seen it. Okay, you see you have two what looks like aisle rows here in the middle. Take that line down the middle. Realize they could put another seat there. Oh yeah, you talk about seat buddies. Ooh, you're way into people's personal space. But that, you know, is how these commuter planes and commuter operators, you know, have to, especially in this plane, have to make it. Very tight quarters. So anyway, I thought I'd point that out. So you got 8 seats. Now, technically, you could put some in the back, but a lot of times that's where baggage goes, as well as in the bins underneath. Okay. Now, in the bins underneath are going to be a set of chocks and usually a what I call a pogo stick. You hook it to the back of the plane so that the plane won't tip and hit the tail every time someone gets on the ladder, on the stairs. Okay, and the stairs are right there. So they would put this yellow pole, just like you see on cargo planes, from the tail to the just above the ground to prevent the tail from striking every time, or preventing a all-out tail strike. So anyway, anytime the tail touches, it's bad. So, and you may not get it back down till everybody gets back off. So anyway, just wanted to get that stuff out there. All right, so let's do it, shall we? Let's bring Sim Toolkit in here. Hopefully I got rid of it. And I'm going to let you look at it in a different light, the flight plan. I want to show it with SimBrief. And here's the plan. And I'll be honest, I have totally forgotten my train of thought going down this rabbit hole. But anyway, you can see our run. It's just straight down to Saba. There is no over to here, come in here, zigzag, and land. It's a straight shot. So this is what your flight plan will look like. And then down here, you'll see a preview. And this breaks it down. We'll see this a little more tomorrow, but we're going to leave that still as to what to come. Some of you who may already know, we'll see. All right, so let's get going, shall we? I do have the flight plan loaded. All right, I am going to, while we're there in the final process in the place, getting things readied out here. Now, a couple things to point out. Make sure you turn this on. If you leave it off, and there's nothing wrong with leaving it off, you're going to be balancing fuel back and forth. You're going to get an alarm, just so you know when you fire up. So I just turn them on, and I try to keep the range under control. All right, everything else looks good. What we got out that wing, out that wing. All right, let's do some things here to get this flight ready to go. I'm going to turn the battery switch on. And the nav lights. We'll put the beacon on when we're ready to fire up. Then we're going to turn on avionics. And I didn't preset them, so bear with me. Okay, so let's get the flight plan in here. It's actually pretty simple, but, well, you know what? Let's just, because it is pretty simple, I am just going to do it. All right, so you got your start airport. Now just put PJM in. So click it, move down, oop, clear, Now, Papa. Come on, there it goes. All right, PJ. I don't know why you are being such a booger right now. Really is being a rough one today. Enter. And then T. And you have to put the airport on at the end. If you don't, even though it knows where you're going, it needs that so you can do procedures. Say you're going in and you're going to do instrument approach. There technically is an RNAV into here, but kind of useless. All right, so we'll come over here, do the same on this one. Hopefully not so ridiculous that it's... Of course, this one appears to be nice to us. And like I said, okay, whoop. T. N. C. S. Now, why, some ask, do I put 2 in? Very simple. I have the flight plan to look at there if I need it. Again, I don't know why that, and the same thing here. I can see it here. Kind of curious how they're going to route us out of here. So bear with me. We're all going to learn. All right. With that, we're loaded up here. Let's go ahead, put a flight plan in. We are WIA 444 Cessna 208. Caravan. Okay, flight plan, TNCM, we're arriving TNCS, we're going to go to TISX for an alternate, and today's flight will be flown at 3,500 feet. I like 5,000. And it's real easy. P, TNCM. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put issued procedures as vectors, only because I really don't know what they're going to give us. Oh, wow, I could have set my okay, my GPS maybe. File. Let's find out. Oh, that's right. 120. Oh, wait. You know what? Okay, we got to set the frequency on the first one. I thought it did it for us, but you know.
Runway 10, departing runway 10, wind 080 degrees 7 knots, variable 050 to 120, visibility more than 10 miles, sky conditions scattered at 1. Princess Juliana International Information Romeo 05 Zulu. Arriving runway 10, departing runway 10, wind 080 degrees 7 knots, variable 050 to 120, visibility more than 10 miles, sky conditions scattered at 1,600, temperature 29, dew point 24, QNH 1016, transition level, flight level 060, advise on initial contact to have information Romeo.
Princess Juliana International Delivery. Windward 441. Hello. Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. Request IFR clearance to Saba Wancho Rausquid.
Windward 441. Clear to Saba Wancho Rausquid. Routing as filed. Maintain 4000. Squawk 3200. QNH 1016.
Cleared IFR to Saba Wancho Rausquid. Routing as filed. Maintain 4000. Squawk 3200. QNH 1016. Windward 441.
Windward 441. Read back correct. Contact tower 127.300. When ready for taxi.
Okay, so we're set up to go to tower when we're ready to go. I'm just setting some things in here to get us a little bit ahead of the game. All right, let's get those peeps aboard. And with that, I'm going to go ahead, shut, and get those people aboard. So again, we're using the default ATC. As you can see, it's pretty good so far. Where the trouble sometimes comes in is getting into the airports we're going to. We'll see how this worked. It worked pretty good over to Puerto Rico from here. All over Europe, it seems to work fine. It just, I don't know, something about sometimes these Western territories, especially U.S., I've had troubles with it. So I may have to alert a guy at ATC, X-Plane who does the ATC and tell them. All right, easy way, because there's two parts to this door and the door back here for passengers. Okay. All right, and we'll be using a checklist C208B procedure pros underscore Chris underscore B. I find it to be pretty good, pretty easy to go through. All right, so we've done our pre-flight inspection. Doors are cabins latch, crew doors closed, and parking brake set. Seatbelts are on, switches are off now, and ignition's in the norm. Fuel tanks are both on. Radar, air conditioner. Radar in this plane isn't the greatest, just to warn you, at least for me. Now, if there is something out there this guy's missing, I would love in the chat for you to tell me. Circuit breakers, fuel tanks, radars, air conditioning all off. Cabin heat mixing pushed forward, and emergency power lever. That is the red one all the way to the left, is in the normal position. Power lever, that's the black. I'm exercising it. And our props go full forward. Maybe. Maybe. And then the next to it, to the right, that is your fuel condition lever. It should be in the cutoff position all the way back. The flaps are up, and the battery switch can come on now. If the flaps were left in a other than up position, up they go. Fire detection, lamp test. Quiet. Thank you. And the day-night set for day. Okay, let's start her up. I don't think anyone's going to walk in front of the plane, but hey, you never know. Voltmeters, everything, power levers down, prop areas clear, clear prop. And fuel boost on. Okay, start switch. I love this. Those of you from the FSX and days before, okay, we're above, so we can kill. Awful noisy. Turn the air conditioner off. Just kidding. Generators up and running. Beacon on. Okay, fuel boost normal. Standby power on. All lights off. Auxiliary or radios on. And air conditioning cool. All right, we're ready to go. How about that? The only thing I want to do is get the right frequency in here. 13.0. I just wanted to make sure because it looked like it was cut off on my charts. Okay, 13.0. That'll be a 210. Okay, and we'll just fly that. Okay, we're set here. Armed, AP, off. All right, we're ready to taxi out.
Princess Juliana International Tower, Windward 441. Request taxi from Charlie 8 South, position Charlie 124, departure.
Windward 441. Request startup permission next time, please. Information Romeo current. Runway 10. Taxi via Alpha. Hold short up runway 10.
Information Romeo. Runway 10, taxi by Alpha. Hold short, runway 10. Windward 441.
Did you all see a startup? I didn't. Hang on a second. I'm going to make it a little quieter in here. Put my headphones on. There we go. Now I'll be able to hear them better. All right, here we go. Okay, we'll just follow the yellow, orange, red brick road to our holding point. Along the way, we're set, ready to go. We'll get the radar going now, even though really won't do much. right, we're coming up to the end of the runway here. And granted, we probably could have gone from anywhere, but
Windward 441. Report ready.
Will go. Windward 441.
kind of curious what they're going to do with us out of here. The real flights just make a quick turn and go. That's why I said VFR is probably advised technically with 3,500 foot takeoff ceiling or takeoff height. But I wanted to see how the IFR worked. Okay, brake set. Do a quick run up here. Running through power checks look good. Overspeed up to 17. What are we going up to? Where'd it go? I lost my place. 400 foot-pounds. Okay. Everything looks good. Suction gauge is over here. Oh, wait, no. Correction. Wrong plane. Into green. All looks good. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything else. Pitos on, ice protection. Yeah, I don't think in the Caribbean here that's going to be a need. Avionics set strobes will be ready. Wing flaps to 20, even though I don't think we need that. Windows closed, brakes released. Set high idle. And
Princess Juliana International Tower. Windward 441. Ready for departure.
Windward 441. Fly heading 090-5. Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff. Wind 080 degrees 8 knots. Variable 050 to 120.
Fly heading 095. Runway 10 cleared for takeoff. Windward 441.
here we go. Take it slow till you get used to this plane and the torque.
441. Contact San Juan Oceanic Control. 118.150. Goodbye.
Contact San Juan Oceanic Control. 118.150. Windward 441. Goodbye. San Juan Oceanic Control. Windward 441. Altitude 800. Climbing 4,000.
San Juan Oceanic Control. Follow. Altimeter 2998. Radar contact.
Altimeter 2998. Windward 441. Turn right heading 208. Windward 441. Turn right heading 243. Windward 441.
Okay, a little. It's been a few weeks since. Actually, it's not been that long, but it's been a while since we took this one up, and kind of showed a little. Got her in climb power, good climb rate, and we're headed to Saba. Shouldn't take long at all. En route climb between.
Turn right heading 050. Resume on navigation. Windward 441. Turn left heading 155. Windward 441. Climb and maintain 4,000. Windward 441.
Turn left heading 050.
Turn left heading 050. Windward 441. Turn left heading 100. Windward 441.
There's the island.
San Juan Oceanic Control. Windward 441. Request 3,000. Maintain 4,000. Windward 441. Turn left heading 145. Windward 441. Turn left heading 075. Windward 441.
It's like it's taking us back.
San Juan Oceanic Control. Windward 441. Cancel IFR.
IFR cancels 1,200. Resume navigation required.
All right, that wasn't. It looks like it was really wanting us to come over PJM and then go on course. If I'm reading it right. Now you see the runway. And folks, it's short. So I'm going to get this thing slowed here in a minute. We're going to start a descent. Flaps to full. Cleared to land. 1, 2. Okay, the initial for 1, 2, crossing. Oh, sometimes I hate this plane. That was very ugly. And by the way, we weren't flying for a VA. Not bad for not being at this airport for 3 months. Very ugly. All right. Oh. I even tried to do a go around, folks. Be honest. I already had it in reverse thrust, and then it went every which way but loose. Well, there you have it, Saba Island. I'll give you a little look at some of the neat stuff here. All right, well, I didn't realize I'd left that up. Anyway, go ahead and open her up. Let the passengers kiss the ground. And that, by the way, folks, was me clicking each of the doors. It's not easy, but can be done. All right, well, that was Saba. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't know what ATC had going on there. I mean, that was really weird. It's almost like they were wanting us to go back to St. Martin to then come down. Not really sure about that. Like I said, it's default ATC, so I'm not expecting, perfect, but that was just a little weird. So let's take a. Just scroll up a little. I kind of figured we smashed that runway a little bit. All right, let's take a look at it and see just how bad well, that one didn't take. Let's do that one. All right, there's Sim Toolkit, and you can see it, 564 feet a minute at 54 knots. Actually about 20 knots slow, hence why the stall warning was going off. Right now, I don't think it's advised to go to St. Bart's unless we also change weather. So, we'll kind of wrap it up here. We'll hit the button there to complete it. Yeah, you can see each one of these was a radio call to whatever they were. This one, I mean, 050 is almost right back to the airport. I don't know what was up with that. So anyway, let's look at it real quick. 32-minute flight, 24 miles, 54 kilograms of fuel, and we smashed the runway pretty good. I'm expecting to be at least in the grass. Pretty close to where I thought we'd be. So yeah, it's a good tattletale, and it's a good tattletale in good ways, and in this case, it definitely tells we were 40 feet off the center line. Trying to do a go around, but I'd already put the blades in reverse. Where in the real plane, you would still be able to push full forward. Here, it's a couple steps. In any flight sim, it doesn't matter if you're in X-plane or you're in any, you're going to have to take the throttles all the way back. You're going to have to basically go past the detent to get them into reverse. Again, 3 months it's been easily since I've flown down here. And it shows I'm really rusty. So pretty sure it'd be pretty horrible in the St. Bart's too. So, all right, well, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. It was a great flight, great time. Not sure about the ATC, but you know, did the best they could. So let's get Sim Toolkit out of here. All right, well, that's going to wrap for today. I hope y'all enjoyed, and we will see you on the next flight tomorrow. Those of you that subscribe, hey, speaking of subscribing, there's Hawker. Just resubscribed at the level of tier 1. We sure appreciate you. 48 months in a row. Wow, welcome aboard. You missed a good old slam it into the runway landing there, Hawker. So, good old flying with Mike style. So, we're going to call it, true. Yeah, you know, they probably did need the yard cut a little bit, so I gave it to them. So, but anyway, this is the new scenery that X-Plane, default X-Plane 12 scenery. You know, there isn't much to these islands, but I think they gave it justice. I really do. And, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it, and we'll try St. Bart's another day. And hope you'll all be able to join us tomorrow. Hoping the action will start at 10 o'clock Central. For those of you that have no idea what 10 o'clock Central is, how about, hopefully you know Zulu time, Universal time, GMT time of 1500 Zulu. So, and I will give a hint, it is in the 747. Should be a good one. Hawker, again, thanks for the subscribes, stopping by. We sure appreciate you. And for anyone else who came by, thank you. And we'll have this up on YouTube here shortly. So, and you all can laugh there as well. So we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. God bless. And hopefully tomorrow, greener skies with what we're flying. See ya. God bless.